Hello, I'm Jashykins, and I'm here to review the second episode of Defiance. Now, on IMDb, it seems like at least on IMDb, the pilot episode was broken down into like 2 episodes, so it's 2 hours. And I didn't realize that because I was like, okay, second episode, I'm like, this doesn't sound like the episode, and so on IMDb it's listed as the third episode, and the episode is Down in the Ground Where the Dead Men Go. Okay. First off, I'm sorry I did not review the pilot episode, but I viewed that a day before this episode aired, so it was just like, there's sort of a cutoff time with me when I'm like, can't do that shit. Anyways, I am a big sci-fi geek. I love sci-fi. I love seeing aliens. So seeing this series about aliens that terraformed Earth, causing it to become an alien planet with like, we get a bunch of alien races, and there's a lot of fucking subtitles because, you know, the aliens speak their own languages. Just like, awesome. And I know on the IMDb boards, some people were confused, like, hey, that terraforming, that doesn't look like this. It's like, terraforming can be used in science fiction to basically mean we're going to reshape the world. So I was like, I didn't even think of that problem. Because I know my shit. Anyways, the pilot episode, of course, set everything up, but the real, episode, if you don't count the pilot as a real episode, was pretty good. It starts off with Catherine. I'm probably going to be mispronouncing these names for at least the first 3 or 4 vlog reviews I do this, just warning you. And Catherine, and so there's this one guy who ran away from the battle, and he's being charged as a traitor and basically being tortured to death. Now, true, this is sort of a cliche we've all seen a million times before. Doesn't mean I don't like seeing it, because when something like this happens, you get to see how different characters react, how different characters view how society should or shouldn't be, the actual stakes. So I liked it. Of course, the main guy's adopted daughter sort of caused some chaos, making it seem like, oh, he's going to escape, but it's like, this cannot really end with him living, not because it's part of the cliche, but he thought he deserved it. So he was like, so of course, if there's a chance that the guys want to kill him, he's going to be right there saying, yeah. I mean, at the end of the episode, he's like, thank you for letting me spend time with my family. Because he wanted to die. Because he is also one of those aliens, part of that caste system. Talking about those creatures, I just love the wife of Datka, Daytek, and I think the character name is Stamatar, and I just love her because she is a manipulative bitch. She was there talking to, the girl that's going to marry her son, and Stama just wants this to happen because she wants to control the mines for some really odd reason. The mines seem to be a really big deal in this show. And she was talking to her future daughter-in-law, going. Starting the conversation seemed to be good, sort of a diss at men being bad in all species. It's sort of when someone annoys us, we'll sometimes like to say, oh yeah, that's typical, and so this is normal. And then she talks about killing her intended, husband to go off with Datek. And it's like, she's cool. She is cool. It shows that she's not afraid to kill. Besides, showing sort of her evil nature to the girl. So, let me make sure I'm pronouncing it. Yeah, Stama is just getting more awesome in the second episode, which I loved. And Datek, the husband is not sort of some doofus or anything. He's able to seeming to be manipulated by Stama because she's able to get the reins by saying, just calm down, this is how it's going to work out. But Datek seems to be very much into the ways of his people. But if right now Stama's keeping control of him, but it'd be interesting to see if he suddenly goes out of control with Stama not being able to reel him back in. And Jeb Nolan, the main nice piece of guy ass that's filling up the screen, goes and tries to search for the guy who originally tried to sabotage and killed the town of Defiance in the pilot episode. And it was the conversation, and just to let you know, I really like just character moments over big action scenes. Because the action scenes don't really mean as much if you don't care for the characters. And I think I write more character-driven stuff anyways. So, there's one point when Jeb and Rafi McCauley are down in the old St. Louis. I was going to say Chicago. Same thing. Was it Missouri? Yeah, St. Louis. But anyways, they're in St. Louis, the old St. Louis that's below Defiance, and they're just having nice character moments where you get to see more of who they were before the Earth was terraformed by aliens. And it's really nice because up until then, we've only seen Rafi as being this mean old bastard. I mean, he's had nice little character moments, but nothing that says, I'm more than my stereotype. And in this scene, we got to see the veil lifted. Of course, it ends with him wanting to kill the traitor because that same traitor killed his son. So we still end with that, but up to that is nice. It was very good. I like the character development there. And it's overall, the second episode really started handing us the mysteries. Why do some people, especially I think the old mayor, think that destroying Defiance is a good thing? What is the end goal? Now, I've read the first two books of the Divergent trilogy by Veronica Roth. The third one's coming out October 22nd, which can't come soon enough. And so since I'm just going to keep this spoiler-free as possible, But throughout Divergent and the majority of Insurgent, you think the leader of the Erudite has no reason to be that cruel to the city of Chicago. But by the end of Insurgent, in my opinion, there is a reason that that leader was doing that. She didn't do good, but still there was a reason. So she's less of a just evil character, more in the middle. So depending on how Defiance goes, we may find that in the middle. So I'm waiting to see why destroying Defiance in their minds is a good thing. So I'm just going to be waiting for that. Right now, of course, that's a bad idea. Why would you destroy Defiance, especially when you ran the place for a while? So yeah, I'm going to still on the fence about that. But anyways, long story short, Defiance, down in the ground where the dead men go. Good episode. It expanded upon what we saw in the pilot. Yes, there was a sort of cliche with, oh, they're torturing this person. It's so outside normal customs sort of deal. Besides that, it was good. It deepened mystery. It had some nice character moments. All in all, I can't wait to continue on with the show. Just warning you though, it might not be a show for everyone, but I personally enjoy it. I don't know if someone recommended this to me or I just went one day. I was like, oh, okay, I'll give it a try. If you're wondering, I'm going to start watching Hannibal. I just watched the pilot episode today, so I'm going to go play a little catch up probably until Monday. So yeah, and after I play catch up and enable to keep up with the episode by the most recent episodes, once I get to that point, I'm going to, of course, do vlog reviews of that series because by the pilot episode, fucking awesome. Yeah. Anyways, I have been Jashykins, owner at jashykins.blogspot.com. If you want to contact me for whatever reason outside of YouTube or my blog, you can do so at Facebook at facebook.com/jashykins fan page, on Twitter at jashykins, or on Tumblr. And the URL there is jashykins.tumblr.com. If you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe, like, yada yada yada. If you're viewing this on my blog, share, comment below, look at the rest of my site. Thank you for watching this video. And yeah, I read one sort of comment on an IMDb board where this one guy was like, hey, why do shows like this get made? Really? People have different tastes. And I think it was that statement, never mind his, I only watched 30 minutes of the pilot episode. Never mind that, the disregard of, why are the shows like these made me like, I can't take him seriously. But until next video, goodbye.